Εξομολογήστε το Κύριο ότι αγαθός, αλληλούια.
Ότι στον αιώνα το έλεος αυτού, αλληλούια.
Okay, this is the point we're trying to work out. You're saying Christ was historically crucified. We're looking at 1, 2, 3, 4 point data points. Josephus, Tacitus, Mary Magdalene, Mary, the mother of Jesus, and other witnesses. That's what you're saying. Okay, good. Now, when you ask the question, you have two questions that you ask me. Can you give evidence for the contrary? That's question number one. And question number two was, so let me finish.
Wait. What was my first question?
Yeah, that was the first question.
My first,
let me finish.
From my memory,
let me finish, bro.
my first question.
Just let me finish. Just let me finish.
My first question,
Okay, look.
summarized, was:
Let's
is
do this.
it true
Let's do this.
the crucifixion of Christ?
Okay.
Is that true?
Let's agree on this.
I've given
Now
him.
you're overspeaking.
I've given him several
Now you're
sources.
overspeaking.
I've given him several sources:
Now you're overspeaking, bro.
Jewish,
Hello?
Roman, and Christian sources.
That's fine, but you're overspeaking.
Marabas Serapion, Lucian, Josephus, the disciples of Jesus Christ, and I'm not even going to name I'm not even going to say what they said in the
Okay.
Talmud.
Can I respond or not?
But I've addressed this specific
you're
question.
speaking over me.
Is it true? Was Jesus
Brother,
Christ
you're speaking over me.
crucified
You're
or not?
speaking-
Is it true? Yes or
you're
no?
speaking over
Is
me.
it true?
Brother, you gotta let me
Answer
speak.
the question.
That's fine.
Answer the question.
I'm more than happy to do that. But if I'm letting you give your points, brother,
You're
you gotta
waffling.
wait.
You're waffling.
No one's waffling.
Nobody
No-
wants
no-
to
no
waste their
one's
time
waffling.
to hear waffle.
Just wait.
Just address the point.
Okay, let's before we continue.
Just address the point,
Let's
please.
pause real quick. Before we continue, let's agree on something before we continue. Before we continue any of this, just wait, bro.
You're continuing to
Just
waffle.
wait.
You're continuing
just wait.
to waffle.
Just wait a second.
You're panicking now,
literally
and you're scared to.
You're overspeaking
You're
for no
scared
reason.
to address.
Why can't you let me get a word
You're
out?
scared to address the question.
Can I get a word out?
I'm asking you a
Can I
question.
get a word out?
You've come up to me.
That's fine.
I was standing here speaking
that's
to a
fine.
gentleman, and you've come up to me.
Yeah, I did come up to you. That's right.
You come up to me.
I did.
You agree?
For a discussion. This
For a
isn't
discussion. And
This is a
now
monologue.
I'm addressing.
You're literally overspeaking every time
I'm
I
addressing
speak.
you, and you're not overspeaking me
I am, because you already overspoken me.
because you're waffling.
Okay, good. Now,
Stop the waffle and address the question.
Okay, I think
Is
you're
it-
waffling. I think you're waffling.
Is it
Why are you
true?
waffling?
Is it true?
Why are you
Was
waffling?
Jesus Christ
Why are you not
crucified or
answering my
not?
question? You see how
Was
that goes?
Jesus Christ
It goes both
crucified or
ways.
not?
That's fine. Historically,
Was
I'm
Jesus
answering.
Give
I'm
me-
literally answering. Can I answer?
You're trying to waffle out.
Historically,
You're trying
the
to
data
waffle out.
points
You're
of
trying to
crucifixion.
differentiate.
Yeah,
Trying to
I
speak
am.
about the metaphysical,
Deal with
the historical.
Deal with it.
No, mate, the burden proof is upon you.
I don't think you understand.
I've given you several sources that attest the crucifixion of Christ, and here the Quran falls apart. It's the Achilles heel of the Quran, because the Quran claims he wasn't crucified, and that is the Achilles heel of Islam.
Why are you waffling? Why are you waffling?
Because
Why are you waffling?
if-
Can you stop waffling?
if-
Can you answer the question?
if-
Why are you waffling, bro?
if
You're waffling too much.
God-
Too much waffling. Why are you talking about God? Why is it? You see how bad it
Look.
sounds? You see how we can both
Look.
we can have a dialogue. So
Look.
control yourself. I'm gonna let you speak.
If
I'm
Islam
gonna let
is
you
true and the
finish,
Quran is
and then you
true,
finish.
it would have got a simple historical fact correct that Jesus Christ was crucified. Do you agree with that? You agree with that? My sister, do you agree with that?
Ask
Thank
me-
you very
ask me if
much.
I agree.
Of course he doesn't agree.
I agree.
Because they don't do history.
I agree.
They don't do history. Is it true that Jesus Christ was crucified
Beautiful.
or not?
You don't know?
Is it true?
I'll let you speak.
Answer the question.
Good. I'm gonna speak now.
Answer the
And
question.
you're not gonna interrupt.
Answer the question.
Sure, just hold this for a second. I'm gonna answer you now, and you're not gonna interrupt. You're gonna control yourself. Is that right?
Are you-
Are you
let's
gonna-
let's
are you-
agree.
are you gonna-
Let's agree you're not going to waffle and
Okay.
you're going to give me.
Okay,
An answer to the
What is
question.
waffle? Like define waffle. What is that?
You're speaking gibberish.
What is that? What does that mean in this conversation? What does that mean?
You're diverting from my point.
Okay, fine. If I'm diverting from the point, then we consider waffle. But let me also introduce this condition. If you interrupt me, wait, let me finish. Let me finish. If you interrupt unprovoked, it's a concession to the discussion. Can we agree on that?
Look,
No.
you're gonna.
I already said yes. I already answered. But he doesn't want to.
No. Stop.
You don't want to discuss.
Stop.
I already said yes.
Stop.
The historical data to point to crucifixion. You
Is
don't
it?
want to answer.
No. My point was.
You don't want to answer.
My question was. I asked the question.
Can we agree on the
A
conditions?
very simple question.
What's the question?
It's a very simple question.
Crucified? I said yes. Now you want to discuss
Look.
or not?
Wait.
Is it true?
Give him a chance. Okay, I'll give him a chance.
Is it true that Jesus Christ was crucified? Is it true?
Good.
According to you.
According to the historical data,
And now here comes the waffle, guys.
I just began speaking.
He's given the historical
I
data
ju- I
and then
just
he's going to say the
began
metaphysical.
speaking. I just began speaking.
Is it true?
But your own boy sent to let me speak.
Is it true?
Can I answer?
Okay. Okay.
Your own Christian.
I'll give it.
Your
I'll
own,
give it.
hold on, let me speak now. You're speaking over me now. You're literally speaking over me now. Just stop speaking. Just stop. Just stop. Your own Christian is telling you to stop speaking. That should tell you something, that you should control yourself.
Okay, can I ask you something?
No.
Can I ask you
just
something?
stay quiet for 2 minutes.
Please don't waffle.
Just stay
and address
stay
the
quiet
question.
for 2 minutes while I address your
Yes,
points that your own boy told you to let me address.
Let
Your
me
own
remind
Christian
everyone.
sister
He
let
came
you
up to me.
So can I speak
He came
now?
up to me.
He can't control himself.
And
Yo, do you see this?
he came up to me.
I can't lie, let him
No,
answer.
speak.
Are you a Christian, bro? Thank you. Just shut up.
Speak,
for
but
2
don't
minutes.
waffle, but don't
Okay,
waffle.
just shut up for 2 minutes.
Speak, but don't waffle.
Thank you. Like, bro, you're still speaking. Just shut up. Just stay quiet.
You speak.
Good. Okay, good. Now, he has an issue with me making a distinction between what is a historical claim, a historical data point, and a metaphysical claim. He seems to be insecure about his commitments, seems to be insecure about how he deals with philosophy, because he knows that will drown him, unfortunately. Now, he's asking regarding the historical certainty of the crucifixion. Now, when you say, is it true?
I asked, is it
Bro,
true? I asked,
Are
is
you
it
okay?
true?
Are you actually okay?
I asked,
Bro,
is it true?
stay quiet.
Stop.
Bro,
Wait. Stop.
Yo.
I asked.
Bro, shut up.
See where he's diverted the question.
Yo, I think you're incorrect. I'm quiet.
Is it true?
I think you're incorrect. I stay quiet. Let's do the same thing
Is
to
it
each other.
true?
Brother, before we continue.
Stop.
Thank you. Let's time it. Yes,
Let's time it.
let's
Have you
time
got a
it.
timer?
Let's
Have you got a
time
timer?
Yeah, let's time it. 2 minutes each?
You get 2 minutes.
Thank you. Is it time 2 minutes?
You got 2 years.
Okay. He talks too much.
No, it's just what.
It's my time now.
Before our sister puts the timer on, let's just notice this. I asked, is it true?
Now he's waffling. Now you don't waffle.
Yes.
1 minute or 2 minutes?
2 minutes each.
I asked, yes.
You want to start?
2 minutes.
You want to start or should I start?
Yeah.
Start. You want to start?
Okay, I can start.
Give him 2 minutes.
Okay.
There
Yes.
you go.
Okay. The question for consideration is it true that Jesus Christ was crucified? I can give you several sources, Roman, Jewish, and Christian, that attest to the crucifixion of Jesus Christ. Let me start. Marabas Serapion, Lucian, Josephus, Tacitus. I can name several Christians. Do we have a mother here?
The Gospels.
Do we have a mother here?
I can help you.
Does anyone? Are you a mother? Do you have a son? If your son was crucified in front of you, would you notice him?
Are you still believing in religion?
So you would recognize that's your son, and you would recognize his voice. Thank you very much.
That means
The mother of Jesus Christ was there, and she saw him. I'm going to ask him. My question, is it true? If he says no, can you give me one person in the 1st century who denied the crucifixion of Christ?
I am here. I deny.
Give me one person in the 1st
I
century.
don't believe in the virgin. She was not virgin at all. She committed adultery.
I'll give you my time.
Okay, wait.
It's finished.
Don't interrupt him.
I'll use that inshallah.
I say
2 minutes?
Maria.
Let me know when it goes off.
Mariam.
So he asked the question. We see how I'm going to answer it directly, and then I'm going to go into my own segment. Your question is, did anyone from the 1st century reject the crucifixion? And the answer is yes. We do have accounts, for example, from the Basilides, of Paul himself testifying that there was churches that opposed the account of the crucifixion because they have their own commitments based on the Old Testament prophesying that the Messiah will be saved. So yes, there was opposition. Now, here's my argument, and it's a very simple argument. The Quran very clearly mentions and says that it was made to appear so, that Christ was made to appear crucified to the people that will witness the crucifixion. If that is the case, then under both paradigms, Christianity and Islam, we expect data for the crucifixion. It's expected under both paradigms. If it's expected under both paradigms, what that means is that it doesn't hinder nor increase the probability of either paradigm. Because both paradigms confess a historical critical point of Christ being crucified. That's expected. So guess what? It doesn't make Christianity more true, nor does it make Islam less false or less true according to you. Therefore, it doesn't mean that it hinders any religion in particular. Now the question to you is very simple. Does the Quran profess that there is to be expected historical data for the crucifixion, given that it says it was made to epistle? The question, again, let me repeat it. Does the Quran profess that there's historical data to be expected, given the account of the crucifixion, in virtue of the Quran, chapter 4, verse 157, saying that it was made to epistle? Yes, it was expected, therefore there is no argument. No, it wasn't expected, therefore there is no argument. Go ahead.
Speed of light.
Yeah.
No.
All right, guys.
Like the sun.
We've witnessed
And the sun is 1,000,000.3.
a lot of red herring
What the hell God is asking
and a lot of waffling.
for God to make any?
He's failed to address
Who are we?
the main question of consideration is it true?
God is so
Was Jesus Christ crucified or not? The problem here is, dear friends, Muslims and Christians, whatever your worldview is, there's a very big problem here for the Muslims. Because if Jesus was crucified, Islam is false. It is the Achilles heel of Islam. Islam falls apart. I've given him several independent sources that attest to the crucifixion of Christ. Even if we consider modern scholarship, the general consensus amongst atheists, agnostics, haters of Christianity is that Jesus Christ was crucified. Even the enemies of Jesus Christ are attesting his crucifixion. But my friend here, what's your name?
Amir.
Amir. He's failed to address my point.
Answer directly.
He's diverting, and we're hearing waffling and gibberish. So can I ask you again, is it true? Is it true that Jesus Christ was crucified?
20 seconds, you want to take that or not?
I will give you my time again
Alright, rewind.
for the second time.
So, everyone pay attention. Is it true that Jesus of Nazareth was crucified? I already answered it. According to the historical data, we can agree that Christ was crucified. Because the Quran agrees. The Quran says it was made to epistle. Yeah. So now notice, I answered the question directly. And guess what? I remember your previous question. Your previous question was, do we have first century groups going against the narrative of the crucifixion? And guess what? I addressed that as well.
Fact check that.
Let me finish.
Fact
Let
check
me
that.
finish. You see how he's interrupting already? So now, notice who's progressed in the conversation and who's still stuck at the first block. I want to take the conversation forward, and you made a very silly claim. You said that if the crucifixion is true, it makes Islam false. So now that ties back into my question, which you didn't address for some odd reason. The question was, according to chapter 4 of the Quran, verse 57, where it says, وَلَكِنْ شُبِّهَ لَهُمْ, and it was made to epistle. According to that Quranic verse, can you agree that given that context, we expect historical data for the crucifixion, given that the Quran says it was made to epistle? That's my question to you. So again, 2 questions by the Muslim answered, 0 by the Christian. And you can have a minute. So answer the question that I asked you.
Again, I've asked him, what was my question? Can you remind him?
Did I answer it, madam?
The madam here is saying
I said yes. I said yes.
he didn't answer.
I literally said yes.
Did you hear? So he
Did I answer it?
I was here.
Okay, did I answer it?
So-
Who's
Are you Muslim?
You answer the question.
You're
I
Christian.
answered it? Thank you. I answered it. There you go.
Yeah. Are you Muslim?
Why does that matter?
Muslim.
Okay.
Why
Yeah.
does that matter?
Yeah. That matters a lot, because for the Muslim the question was answered. For the Christian, who is honest enough,
She wasn't even listening.
she stated that he didn't address the question properly. So, our question for consideration again. Let me remind you.
This is bad.
Let me remind you. I'm asking you, is it true?
Yes.
Was Jesus crucified?
Yeah, the historical data points to crucifixion. Now, can you give a reductio?
It's true.
Yeah, true meaning that it's historical, sure.
That's a fact. It happened.
Okay, then we negate that.
It's a fact.
Give the argument for that.
It's a fact.
Yeah, you need.
I've given you several independent sources that attest the crucifixion of Jesus Christ.
I'll let you finish. Go ahead. Finish the time.
Is that a fact?
No, finish the time.
Yes or no?
Finish the time.
Is that a fact?
We agreed on time.
I'm giving you my time.
Okay, good. Give me 2 minutes, please.
Address my points.
Yeah, I'm gonna address that now. So notice, now he's introducing what we call in philosophy, which is hates for some odd reason, hates philosophy.
Okay.
Kinda other way around. Like this. Kinda typical for a Christian to hate philosophy. It goes against his religion to believe in 3 as 1. I don't know how you believe that. But we can go over that. So, when it comes to making a claim about something being a fact, aka corresponding to reality, corresponding to the reality of things that exist around us, that is a metaphysical claim. When it comes to historical reports don't grant you metaphysical certainty, meaning that just from a historical document, you can't ascertain certainty that is 100%. It can only be probabilistic. Notice, I addressed you. It is not a metaphysical certainty, it's a historical certainty based upon probability. Notice how I addressed you directly? Now, focus. The question according to the Quran. Does the Quran say that it was made to a peso, yes or no? Given that verse, do we expect historical evidence for the crucifixion given the account of the Quran that said it was made to a peso, yes or no? You didn't answer. I answered the first question about the facilities. I answered the second question regarding setting of the crucifixion as a historical document. I answered both. You haven't answered nothing. Again, just to be clear before my time ends. Failure. Let's be very clear. Failure to address my question that I asked, the one question that I asked, for the third time, I'm taking it as a concession in front of everyone. The third time, the same question that I asked, he doesn't address it, I'm taking it as a clear-cut concession, and the conversation is going to be over. Go ahead.
Yep, started the time. Thank you. So, Amir, correct?
Yep. Don't ask me questions.
Once again, I'm not sure if you're understanding my points. You failed to address my question. And obviously the burden of proof is upon you. When I've given you several independent sources, both Jewish, Christian, and Roman, that attest the crucifixion of Jesus Christ. And we see pure embarrassment upon the gentleman's face.
I'm so embarrassed.
Realizing that the Quran
I'm so embarrassed.
falls apart. It's not taken it's not understood to be historically serious. Absolute foolishness. And he's provided zero evidence today to the contrary. So my friend, I'm inviting you to Christianity today.
To worship a man, I'm good, bro.
I'm inviting you to put your trust in Jesus Christ as your Lord and Savior. And that He rose again on the third day. Jesus Christ can provide atonement for your sins and eternal life. And He will give you the truth. Do you accept Jesus Christ as your Lord and Savior? No?
No.
You don't want to?
That's it?
That's my time.
Okay. Yeah, 1 or 2 minutes. Yeah, so what we saw in this debate is a concession, ladies and gentlemen. It's a concession because I made it very clear. There's one question that I asked since the beginning of the debate to answer, which is, do we expect historical evidence for the crucifixion, given the Quranic account where it says that it was made to a person? And what did we get? Crickets. Nothing was answered. He didn't answer a single question. I asked the question regarding it being historical. I answered that. I asked the question regarding first century attestation against his narrative. I answered that. I gave him that. Fine. What does he do? He invites me to man worship. He invites me to quote-unquote polytheism. He says, oh, come worship Christ and come worship the Holy Spirit alongside the Father. That's polytheism. I don't want to be a polytheist. I'm upon the religion of Christ, who was a monotheist. I don't worship what you worship, and you don't worship what I worship. So it's very simple. The Quran and the Sunnah are very clear that the expectation is for Christ to be crucified, and we expect historical data for such, and you haven't been able to deal with that. And it seems like what I feel is, I feel as though you didn't expect this position from Muslim, and you seem to be dazzled by it. And it's fine to be dazzled, but the crux of the
understanding?
The crux of the argument is very simple. You couldn't answer any questions. You couldn't address the philosophy behind it, and finally, you want to invite me to polytheism, to man worship. No, I'm not worshiping a man. Sorry, I don't want to worship a man. So again, that was a concession by your end because you didn't answer. So I'm going to give you one more chance to answer it. Now, here's the question again for everyone. The question is, according to the Quranic data, do we or do we not expect historical attestation for the crucifixion? It's a very simple yes or no. If you fail to answer that, obviously the competition is over, and I invite you to Islam at that point.
Thank you. Friends, let me remind you, the question is it true that Jesus Christ was crucified? Amir has failed to address this, and what we've heard today is pure waffle and gibberish, as expected. And we see how he's trying to manipulate the conversation because he sees he's in a dead end. The Quran denies the crucifixion of Christ. I've given him several independent sources that attest to the crucifixion of Christ. Do I need to remind you? It seems like he keeps forgetting. Josephus.
Concedes.
Tacitus.
The Gospels.
The Gospels.
Mary.
Who else?
I agree.
Barabbas Serapion.
Nice.
Who else?
Go ahead.
Come on. Do you remember?
Go ahead.
Do you remember?
You made your points.
Yeah, the thing is, I've mentioned this to him several times, but he can't remember.
Wait, so I have to record. Wait, can you remember my question?
Lucian. So, obviously, as I mentioned previously, the Quran is false. If it's examined historically, it falls apart. And here is one of many, as it were, the Achilles heel of Islam. He's failed to address this. Jesus was crucified and he rose again on the third day. But what we've heard from him is gibberish, is waffle, he's diverting, we've heard red herring. And what can I say? I'll give you my time.
Okay. So, okay. I'm going to give you another chance. Let's give you
Wait,
another chance.
it's you came to this conversation. Don't act like you have the cards.
Whoa. My friend, it's my time.
Don't worry.
So, I gave him one
You
chance.
can add him some more time.
I gave him one chance to answer the question. I don't need time.
Give him some more time.
It's okay. No, it's okay.
No, give him 2 minutes so he doesn't cry.
Keep it running. It's okay. The one that was crying was supposedly Christ, who was God and also crying on the cross. That's your God, not mine.
Failure to understand.
You're
Failure to understand
You're interrupting, bro.
the two natures of
You're
Jesus Christ, unified in the person of
It's a
Jesus.
contradiction, which you wouldn't ever then to debate with.
Address.
Now, the question that he failed to answer was the following. According to the Quran, do we expect historical data for the crucifixion? You couldn't answer that one. Okay, I'm going to give you a more simple question. And watch how he's never going to answer this. Do you agree that in philosophy, in the study of philosophy, there's a distinction between a historical certainty in something and a metaphysical certainty? Very simple question. If you say yes, there is a distinction, your argument falls apart because you're only arguing from historical certainty. If you say no, there is no distinction, you're going to look like a fool in front of all your Christian buddies and on the internet. So you are now in a dead end. Either you say yes, there is a distinction, no, there's no distinction, or concede. So again, 40 seconds I have. Very simple question. You can answer the first one, fine. We'll let you go with that one. You have another simple question. Is there a distinction between metaphysical and historical certainty? Is there a distinction between metaphysical and historical certainty? Yes or no? Everyone pay attention. The moment this 2 minutes goes off, he's not going to answer. He's not going to answer. Watch. Go ahead. Let's see if you can answer.
Friends, classic dawah. They're trying to manipulate the conversation. He's trying to manipulate the conversation and he's acting as if he has the cards. Let me remind you, you begged for the conversation. You came over to me.
I asked for it.
You begged for the conversation.
I didn't beg.
And you came over to me. And I gave him a question and he's failed to address this. So let me repeat. Is it true that Jesus Christ was crucified or not? What we've heard today is just gibberish, absolute foolishness. He's failed to address the question, and I've given him several independent sources that attest the crucifixion of Jesus Christ. He doesn't have the cards.
Pull him out. Pull him out for it. Pull him off it.
I have the cards. He came to me, he begged for a conversation, and now he's trying to manipulate the conversation. My friend, we are not under Sharia law.
Sharia law gives me any rights. What are you talking about?
We are not under Sharia law. We are in the UK.
W rhetoric, bro.
We are
rhetoric.
in the UK.
Right.
So please understand that.
Understand.
Yes? Understood?
Understood.
Yeah? Great.
Answer the
Sorry.
question I asked.
Stop trying to manipulate the conversation.
It's a time
Stop trying to manipulate the conversation and give other questions. You failed to address the point.
What does that say?
You failed to address the point.
The time's still running, but I'm listening.
Give him my time.
Okay, guys, reset the time, inshallah. What was my question? No answer, right? Answer? Did he answer the question? No. Did he answer the question? No.
As if he answered my questions when he begged for a conversation.
Here we go. His question is, was Christ truly crucified? Here's my answer. In actuality, no. I answered the question. Did I answer the question?
Islam is false.
Thank you. So I answered the question. Here we go. Now my question. Is there a distinction between metaphysical and historical certainty? Oh no! Let's see if he's going to answer it. Go ahead. Give him my time. Go ahead. Is he going to answer?
Now, give me the proof that Jesus Christ wasn't crucified.
Wait, I thought you were going to answer.
I've given you.
You have 2 minutes. Go ahead.
I've given you several independent sources that attest the crucifixion of Christ. Provide proof that Jesus Christ wasn't crucified.
That's your time? That's your time?
That's my time.
Did he answer?
Address my question.
Did he answer? Did he answer? This is embarrassing.
You're failing.
Hey, okay, here we go. So again, his question is, give me proof that Christ wasn't actually crucified. Guess what, brother? What's your name? What can I put?
You can call me D.
D. Guess what, D? The historical accounts from Concedes, Josephus, the Gospels, the Mishnah, the Torah, whatever may be the case, these are historical, not the Torah, sorry.
The Torah?
No, yeah.
Bro, you've heard that.
These are historical accounts.
He's confused.
It's my time.
Yeah, he's confused.
These, yeah.
I never said
the Torah. I said I misspoke. Are you okay? Okay, good. So, what that means is that the historical documents about Christ, they're not metaphysical. They don't give you metaphysical certainty, which is why I'm asking the question. So I'm going to repeat the question to everyone once again. Do you, as a Christian, affirm a real distinction or a distinction between metaphysical and historical certainty? That's the question. You guys heard it? You heard the question, brother? You heard the question? We expect a yes or no. Do you believe in a true distinction between historical and metaphysical certainty? That is the question. Do you hear the question? Here, okay, let me tell you the question. You don't want to hear the question? No? Brother, come forward. Let me tell you the question.
Guys, is this still on camera?
The question is,
okay, great.
Is there a distinction between metaphysical and historical certainty? Okay? He's supposed to answer yes or no. Sister, the question is there a distinction between historical and metaphysical certainty? He's supposed to answer yes or no. I'm going to give him my time now. He's going to answer yes or no, right? Yeah, give him. Yeah,
can I speak? What was my question before this? Again, I repeat.
Oh man.
Amir
the answer?
came over
No.
to me, and he asked for a conversation, which I kindly granted to him. I've just asked him before.
He's stuck.
Give me the evidence to the contrary. I asked him, give me the evidence for the Islamic claim that Jesus Christ wasn't crucified. You wasn't here, was you? I gave him several independent sources, Christian, Roman, and Jewish, that attest to the crucifixion of Christ. He's failed to address that. All we've heard was gibberish. Who came here?
He was here the whole time.
No. Who came here first? Amir, you came here first.
Okay, fine. What does that mean? Does that mean you compromise or answer the questions? What does that mean?
I have the cards. You've begged for a conversation.
Yeah, but it's supposed to be a fair conversation.
You've begged for a conversation.
Finish up.
And now you're trying to manipulate the conversation. And so you've literally just
I'm holding
failed.
you to your end of the bargain.
No.
You said you're going to answer
now you're
questions.
panicking. You're panicking because you're failing to address the question. Give me the evidence to the contrary.
Okay, that's the question.
That Jesus Christ wasn't crucified. Give him my time, please.
Okay, so his question is, ladies and gentlemen, give me the evidence for the contrary. Give me evidence Christ was not crucified. Now, does the question assume that the Islamic position is that there is no historical evidence for the crucifixion? Yes, it assumes that. Now, we don't grant this assumption. We as Muslims say the Quran says it was made to epistle. If the Quran says it was made to epistle, we expect historical attestation for the crucifixion. If we expect evidence, it means that your question is faulty. Your question has an issue. Your question is going to be systematically incorrect. Why? Because it's built upon a wrong presupposition, a wrong assumption that the Quran and the Sunnah teach that there shouldn't be a historical attestation for the crucifixion, which Islam negates. So to ask the question is a wrong question, and it's valid to point that out. If it is the wrong question, I'm going to give evidence for it. Now, he's saying, oh, well, you came up to me, therefore I have the cards. Well, guess what? You having the cards doesn't mean that you can advance your conversation. It has to be a fair conversation. That's number one. Number two, I did a better. I asked you and you agreed. So that means we both have equal terms to agree upon. Third, again, and this is the fact I'm going to do this. Before it's a concession. So again, let's be very clear. If he doesn't answer this question, it's a concession. Is there a metaphysical distinction? Is there a distinction between metaphysical and historical certainty? Yes or no? Very simple question. If there is, then it means you're not arguing for metaphysical certainty, you're merely arguing for historical certainty. And if there is a distinction, then you're going to look silly in front of every single person in the park. So again, I asked you a question. I pointed out how it's invalid. Since I answered the question, you have to now answer my question. My question is very simple. That's fine. Is there a distinction between metaphysical and historical certainty? If he doesn't answer, it's a concession. It's game over. Sounds good? Sounds good? Go ahead. We expect a yes or no. A yes or no to begin with. Yeah. Which one a yes or no?
Yes.
Okay, that's fine.
Okay, thank you.
Yes or no?
So, for the Dawagandist here, with the presupposition that my question was faulty, notice something. Guys, don't fall for his tricks.
Don't fall my tricks, guys.
He's failed to address the question.
Don't fall for ask the questions.
Provide the evidence for the contrary. He's failed to do that because there is no historical evidence to the contrary. I've given several independent sources which he couldn't remember. He said Torah was one of them.
I said I misspoke.
He's confused.
I said I misspoke and I was right.
He's confused.
I said I misspoke and I was right.
I'll remind him again to all three sources, both Roman, Jewish and Christian. Let's do it again. Do you remember them?
You have a minute.
Do you remember them?
You have a minute.
Tacitus, Lucian, Maraba Serapion, Josephus.
The Gospels.
Yes.
Shout it out.
Okay, he's remembered the Gospels. That's a good start. It's a good start. Guys, give a round of applause for that. Yeah. Yes. But notice the failure to address my point. Provide the evidence for the contrary. He can't because he realizes he has no evidence and the Quran falls apart. And let me tell you something as well. Those they love to claim Bar Ehrman. They love to speak about him. Guess what? Guess what? He didn't say anything about him. He believes in the crucifixion of Christ. Even Jesus' enemies believe in the crucifixion of Christ. Provide the evidence to the contrary.
Thank you.
And don't waffle. Yes?
Okay, guys.
Yeah.
The question that I asked was, is there a distinction between metaphysical certainty and historical certainty? And that was the question I've been asking for the past 3 rebuttals. Did you answer it? Be honest. Did you answer it? Be honest. No. Did you answer it? Did you answer it? Did you answer it? Did you answer it?
Stop asking Muslims.
So now,
for the Muslim, the question wasn't answered.
It's very clear that you haven't answered the question. Okay, did you answer it?
You came to me.
You did it.
You came to me.
Okay, good.
And
So
don't
now
try and
it's-
manipulate the conversation.
It's fine. It's my time. It's my time.
Yeah, look at the
So now-
friends.
so now-
He's
no, no, no,
panicking
hold on.
now.
You're a Christian.
He's panicking.
Okay. The question is very simple. Is there a distinction between metaphysical and historical certainty?
Wait.
No. Let me finish.
No. Don't. Why are you addressing him?
Control yourself. I'm addressing the crowd. I'm speaking to everyone. And you included.
Speak to me,
Okay,
please. Speak
relax.
to me.
It's okay.
Speak to me. Speak to me.
Relax.
See,
It's
look
fine.
what he's trying to do.
It's fine, though.
Friends, look what he's
It's my
trying to
time.
do.
Yo. Whoa.
Look at that.
Relax. Easy.
Look at that.
Easy.
Give each other time.
Manipulation.
Pause the time.
I
I
will
am
have to
speaking.
pause it now.
Manipulation. At its finest.
Again, wait, you guys need to wait for
Control
each
yourself,
other's time.
Habibi. Control yourself. It's okay. It'll be fine. It'll be fine. So, we have a Christian who is watching with a Liverpool shirt. The guy in the Liverpool shirt, he's a Christian. The question is addressed to him. Is there a distinction, yes or no? If he doesn't answer, you're going to call him out for it, right?
I wasn't here from the beginning, so I
No,
don't
no,
know the
you-
context behind it.
Yeah, but
The whole questioning.
That's fine.
I think it's unfair because I wasn't here from the beginning.
Okay, I'm telling you the
I don't
context.
wanna like
That's
put
fine.
him in the spot.
Here's the context. The context is he's making a claim about the crucifixion. I'm asking him a philosophical question. Does he hold to this commitment? The commitment is, does he believe in a distinction between the two? Metaphysical and historical. That's the question. All I want is simple yes or no. Is there a distinction or there's no distinction? That's it. That's the question. So I hope that the Christian brother, he's gonna actually hold him to it. Okay?
Okay, my sincere answer is I need to look into this before I can make.
No, him. He has to answer
him?
it. Yeah, he has to answer it. But you have to make sure he answers it, okay? Okay, good. So now we have a Christian, another Muslim, and a Muslim, and another watching. So here we go, guys. The question is very simple. Is there a distinction between metaphysical and historical certainty? Yes or no? Expound. Give me my time.
Can you start the 2 minutes?
Yeah, you was restart.
Thank you. So, he's asking a question, but he's failed to address my previous question.
Which was
Provide the evidence to the contrary. He's demonstrated today his confidence far exceeds his competence.
Oh no.
He's very confident, but he's provided zero evidence. I've given him several independent sources that attest to the crucifixion of the Lord Jesus Christ. And he's failed to provide the evidence for the contrary. Why? Friends, please, put your thinking caps on. Think critically. If Jesus Christ was crucified, Islam is false. And that's a very big problem for my friend. That's a very big problem, and you can see he's panicking at the moment. He's acting as if he's acting as if he's under control, but he's actually failed to address the question. I needed to remind him several times. He's a bit confused. He thought I mentioned the Torah, which I didn't. I asked him, can you repeat the independent sources that I several times made known to you?
Okay, you've said this many times.
But again, he's failed miserably in providing the evidence to the contrary.
Why you don't ask him about Mary's son Jesus resurrection?
Sorry?
Why you don't go into Mary's
That's his time. That's his time, right?
His time. His
Yeah, but he had a minute from
You
before.
gave him your time.
Are you
to go.
sorry?
Yes, I already had 2 minutes.
Are you a Christian?
No, the remaining
Are you a Christian?
Finish up.
Okay, my sister, you wasn't here at the start. I mentioned that there was a mother who was present. I'm not sure if she's here anymore. I can't seem to see her. But I asked her as a mother. She's actually there, yeah. But she's in a conversation at the moment. I asked her, as a mother, if your son was crucified in front of you,
He has a question for you.
Yeah.
He has a question for you.
yes, don't interrupt. Don't interrupt her, please. Let her continue the conversation. So, she was honest enough to admit if she saw her son crucified in front of her, she would be able to recognize her son. And her son, if her son spoke to her, she would recognize his voice. Mary, the mother of Jesus Christ, was present.
Can I have my 2 minutes, please?
Address the question.
Okay, that's my time now.
Address the question.
So
Provide
now-
the evidence.
Guys, Now I'm gonna go easy on him. I'm not gonna press him anymore. He's been in too much hot water. I'm gonna tell you why he doesn't actually want to answer the question.
Why?
Here you go. Here's why. Good question. The reason why he doesn't want to give a distinction or give his position or whether or not there's a distinction
Is this on camera?
is because
Is this on camera?
he knows that the nature of historical reports is that they don't grant metaphysical certainty, aka actual 100% certainty. They only provide probabilistic certainty. Now, if my fellow friend here says, well, hold on, the Quran denies the crucifixion, but I'm saying to you that the Quran says it was made to appear so. If it was made to appear so, we expect to be looking at the cross to see a crucified Christ. What that means is that the Quran already lays at the foundation that we expect these historical documents that he quoted, like Josephus and Tacitus, and the Gospel accounts. That's fine. That's expected under the Islam paradigm. If it's expected under the Islam paradigm, what that means is that it doesn't hinder Islam. It doesn't refute Islam. Because already Islam says it grants it. That's fine on the Islamic position. You can believe that. So what that means is the reason why he doesn't want to give a distinction is because he knows the nature of what he's quoting as evidence doesn't give metaphysical certainty, it only gives us historical certainty. Therefore, the only way you can bridge the gap to proving that the crucifixion refutes Islam is that if you can make it metaphysical, not merely historical. Which is why, my friend D, you don't answer the question. So for the sake of brevity, I'm going to ask you the question one more time, and the audience one more time.
What's the question again?
Wait.
There's only cameras.
What's the question
So now,
again?
the question to him is very simple.
What's the question?
Is there a distinction between metaphysical and historical certainty? I addressed everything that he said, addressed a single question of mine. Failure to do so is a concession. Failure to do so means he's conceding the arguments. Go ahead. Let's do final.
Ladies and gentlemen, Christians and Muslims,
No answer.
notice he has failed to address my question. I've previously stated and made it known this gentleman came to me asking for a conversation. And now he's acting as if he has the cards. He failed to address my question, which I asked. After providing the evidence for the crucifixion of Christ, again, I don't want to keep repeating myself, but because of your memory, I'm going to have to do that. I've given him Roman, Jewish, and
Your boy is
Christian
leaving. Look,
sources,
they're leaving.
and he's failed to provide the evidence. So, can you provide the evidence on the contrary? Can you provide? At least he remembers. My friend, you remember. That's good.
Answer the question, bro.
You're failing to address.
Oh, man.
You're failing to address my question. Provide the evidence for the contrary, Amir. Stop panicking and provide the evidence for the contrary.
Okay, I'm gonna answer you.
No, are you gonna address my question?
I'm gonna answer you.
You're gonna address this question?
Yeah.
Yes.
So, evidence for the contrary, this nature of the question, evidence for the contrary is only to be asked if the opponent is in the opposing side of the claim. You don't ask for evidence for the contrary if the opponent isn't on the opposing side. So it's a fallacy on your end. Please learn how to debate. That's number one. Number two, my position is that the historical data points to a crucified Christ, just not in reality. I believe there's a distinction between the two. So look at my question. The question that I'm asking, the question to me is there a distinction? And yes, there is a distinction between historical and metaphysical certainty. You can't ground the answer. For some odd reason, your brain can't function. You can't answer that question. I don't know if you're scared of me. I don't know if you're dodging. I don't know if you're scared of the entailment.
Very.
So now, I'll answer the question. The answer to the question is, evidence for the contrary is only expected if and only if the opponent is on the opposing side of the claim. I'm not on the opposite side of the claim, therefore, I'm not expected to give evidence for the contrary. I answer that. That's completely and dusted with. Now, I'm going to give you one final chance in front of every single person listening. Is there a distinction between metaphysical and historical certainty? Yes or no? Yes or no? That's what we're waiting for. Give him rewind the time, please.
Can he tag out? I think. Okay.
You don't wait. Say that again.
Are you not going to the scientific
I'm not going to go into that.
Jesus clothes that he wore, that were imprinted, his face was imprinted in the blood.
My friend, does he look Muslim to you?
Look.
His own Christian says he's not. He's making a good argument.
So look.
Your own Christian says he flopped.
When did he come? When did you come? When did you come?
Come. Join in.
Yeah. Wait.
Join in for a sec.
Wait.
I want to
When
know
did you-
what do you say to me on camera?
Wait, it's not your time. It's not your time.
That's fine.
When did you come?
When did I come?
Just now. When did you come to the conversation?
Well, I was listening in earlier. I left and then I came back. But it seems that's on roughly the same topic.
So let me.
Did he make a good argument?
Was you there at the start of the conversation?
No, not really. I was there like about midway through. I stayed for a while. I left. I came back.
So how long was you here for?
You want to ask him his
rough-
passport
give a
number
rough
as well?
estimate, give a rough
You want to ask
estimate.
him his national insurance?
So
Did he make a good argument?
I want to know how much you know. So basically, we're discussing the crucifixion of Jesus Christ.
Yeah. One of friends.
I've given him several independent sources: Roman, Jewish, and historian.
Okay, so with
So
hold on.
let me
Let the Christian speak.
He came to me asking for a conversation, and now he's acting as if he has the cards. I asked him, address my question, give me the evidence for the contrary. Was Jesus Christ crucified or not? My claim, the Bible confirms the crucifixion of Christ. I told him both Jewish, Roman, Christian sources confirm the crucifixion, and even the enemies of Christ. The general consensus amongst historians is that's a simple fact.
Yes. Okay.
But this Muslim can't seem to understand this fact.
So real quick, let
I don't know.
Just one question. What did you say to me behind the camera?
No, I'll explain the whole thing. Why
Okay.
this is a bad argument.
Okay. Who's making a bad argument?
I'll explain why.
Don't touch me, please.
I don't mean to be disingenuous here, but essentially what you're doing is you're saying there is historical evidence for the crucifixion.
Yes.
But that would be expected upon the Islamic claim that it was made to seem so.
Thank you.
And as such, as such, even he doesn't necessarily need to give historical evidence that there was no crucifixion, because he can assume his whole paradigm, and upon assuming his whole paradigm, he can assume the fact that the crucifixion doesn't happen.
This is amazing.
So he can give evidence to the fact of his paradigm without giving evidence to the specific.
Oh yeah, stick
Without-
on mic.
Have you noticed that he failed? Have you noticed that he?
Let me
Have you noticed that he failed to? Have you noticed that he failed to address my question?
It's my
Let
time.
me just
This
say-
is my
provide the
time.
evidence for the
Let me just
This is
say-
my debater. My Christian debater right here. Yeah, go ahead.
For example, I don't need to give historical evidence for the figures of Adam and Eve really walking. I don't need to give their bones anything, because I can assume my whole paradigm, and as such, because I demonstrate my whole paradigm, and my paradigm takes this to be facts, then I can demonstrate this. But because his paradigm says that it would be made to seem that Christ was crucified, it goes without saying that there would be historical evidence to that fact.
Thank
What
you.
you should probably focus on more is talking about the theological beliefs of early believers of Christ. And a better discussion would be, okay, what theological significance do they give to the crucifixion, to the resurrection, etc.? Because that would actually demonstrate a discontinuity between the followers of Christ and Islam. That's a separate discussion. Just showing the base fact that Jesus Christ was crucified is not going to debunk Islam, because that claim is expected historically.
So it's about argument.
Yeah.
Thank you so much.
Okay.
Do you want to shake my hand or not?
I'm using arguments that very well-known historians use to critique
Okay,
Islam.
guys. So here's what we have.
That's just an appeal to
I'll let you guys be.
Yes. Oh no.
Christian versus the Christian.
So
We have demonstrated
what I've
that it's a
asked
bad
him,
argument for the Christians.
and he's failed
Give by the
to
Christian himself.
address the points.
So now they can do their own thing. You've been folded.
No, let's
Respectfully, you've been
continue.
folded. It's done.
Let's continue.
It's done.
Let's
It's done.
continue.
It's done, bro.
Let's continue.
Thank you so much.
Why are you running away?
I'm running so much.
Why are you running away?
I'm running from your
failed.
argument.
I've given you several
Anyways, guys,
independent sources.
This is Christianity 2026.
I've
where
given
their
you
own
several-
Christians are defeating them.
Several independent
His
sources.
own Christian came to refute him.
Several
Thank you so
independent-
much, bro.
The Shias will defeat you any day. So let me tell you.
I want to end on good. I want to end on good merits.
You failed to
Wanna end
address.
it or not?
You failed to address my points.
That's fine.
Let me remind
Your
you.
friend doesn't believe that.
Let me
doesn't
remind
believe
you. You failed to address my points. I've given
I wanna
you-
end on good
I've
terms,
given
bro. You
you-
wanna shake my hand or not?
I've given you several independent sources
Okay.
that test the crucifixion of Christ, and you realize.
He doesn't deny that.
Yes, but
I don't know why
he
he's not
denies.
doing
No, but
I
bro,
asked him
you
if
can
it's
make
true.
a way.
Yeah.
The better way
Yes.
of arguing this is by going to what he said before, not arguing the historical matter,
No.
whether it's in continuity.
So it's about argument
but
he's making, right?
I've asked him to give me evidence for the contrary. He believes Jesus Christ wasn't crucified. Give
No,
me evidence for that.
but his paradigm would
Yes.
still affirm that he was crucified.
He's not getting that
because it was made to appear so.
I disagree with that. I'm using an argument. I'm using an argument that renowned historians.
I'm just saying.
I'm using an argument that.
It's fine. It doesn't matter.
Yeah.
You want to do a quick wrap up of this conversation?
Yes. Yeah.
Yeah, obviously, just say that it's your first time, that you're learning. It's just something yeah, it's okay. Yeah. Obviously, this is gonna be a learning spot. Obviously, try to like promote your ministry for one. Okay. All right, cool. So yeah, brother, what happened there, brother? What happened there?
What happened there? Yeah. So.
Yeah.
I provided several independent sources that attest the crucifixion of Jesus Christ, Roman, Jewish, and Christian. The Muslim there failed to address my point. He couldn't provide evidence to the contrary. So I think the conversation finishes there. I provided the evidence for the crucifixion of Christ. Obviously, we know the general consensus among scholarship, amongst atheists, agnostics, and Christians, is that Jesus Christ was crucified. And it's a fact. But yet, the Muslims deny it.
They do?
Thank you.
Okay, well done.
Yeah.